It definitely feels like we're in Italy.
I'm not in the greatest mood right now, and I hate people that do this.
There's nothing that we could afford.
We'll get back, we'll sell the engagement ring.
It's amazing.
And so here we are.
Finally here. For being a very easy travel day, there were no issues, just except for the fact that the train was really, really uncomfortable. It was loud, it was bright. Brian and I both felt kind of like sick, and we were also on it for an extra hour, so.
And again, this could just be one of those situations where we're tired and hungry and it's nighttime, but not necessarily the best first impression for Milan in terms of, how safe it feels. Going down to the metro, the first thing, you have two very sketchy looking figures trying to hand out little metro cards. I mean, obviously it was fine. We just told them no thank you, and just went and bought our own metro cards. But we've heard things, and granted, Paris was none of the things that people told us it was going to be. I think you just have to be careful in any big city and any metro station, but the reputation that Paris has for pickpocketers and things, multiple places in Italy apparently have that same reputation. I don't know if Milan does or not, but I'm willing to guess that it probably does because it felt sketchy enough. So, my hair is all over the place. Yeah, we'll see tomorrow when we're walking around. Obviously, this is later than we would normally be out in any of these cities, and metro stations are not the safest places to be at 11 o'clock at night, but we're gonna give Milan a fair shake. Could just be all of the circumstances. So we will see the city and you in the morning. And so here we are.
It definitely feels like we're in Italy. I mean,
yeah. It's one of those things where when you arrive at night or you arrive late or you just first get to a new place and you kind of just settle in. You're not really in city center, you're not seeing the sights yet. So sometimes it doesn't necessarily feel, you don't necessarily feel like you're in that new place.
Yeah.
But then you come to a place like this and it's like, oh no, there's only one place that we could be in a place like this, and it's
really cool. It's so cool to see. It's really busy. We had the unfortunate luck of our biggest day here being a Saturday. We prefer to do it throughout the week because it's less busy, but we're still gonna enjoy it, and we have so many things to see. I think we're gonna see if we can go in it though.
Yeah, definitely try to go in it.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can go up it as well, because I think that's an option, but yeah, with it being so busy and obviously with a trip like this, we don't know when we're going to be in Milan until a few days out. So if it's something where we had to book in advance, we might be out of luck there. We'll see.
It's sold out today, and it's closed on Sundays. Our only option is if we come on Monday before we actually leave the city. So we're gonna have to see. We don't have trains or anything booked yet to our next destination, but we'll see. However, the next place that we're going today is literally just right here. So let's go explore. There's nothing in this shopping mall that we could afford in the next like even lifetime, but it is really fun to look at.
Unless we just assume that by the time this video comes out, there will be like 7 million subscribers, and so maybe we just like buy something and just hope that things blow up. And you know, should we just assume that we're gonna like hit Mr. Beast numbers?
Look, if you want to take me on a shopping spree, like, let's go.
All right.
But we share the same credit card.
When we get
so
back,
maybe we won't.
all right, we'll do that. We'll get back. We'll sell the engagement ring, and then.
This is where we say goodbye to you all. Thanks for watching.
So after wandering the streets for a bit longer, seeing many more street performers like the one you just saw, our next stop on this, the first day in Milan, was this castle built in the 15th century. Pretty unique compared to a lot of the other castles that we saw on the trip. There weren't necessarily like interior parts that we went and explored, but we got full reign of many different courtyard areas, like this one, for example.
So we're here at the castle, and lots of tourist traps. Very annoying.
Just a quick little note here. We're not necessarily using tourist trap maybe in the proper context. We're referring to those kind of shady figures that basically try to extract money from tourists for absolutely no service whatsoever. We'll explain in a second here.
Watch, we'll see if this guy offers me string.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Honestly, I can't remember the last time we had like this many tourist traps.
Barcelona, I think.
Yeah, I guess Barcelona, which means that we've gotten a full month or over a month without having to deal with.
Yeah, Barcelona and Lisbon were pretty bad.
Yeah.
Barcelona was the worst by far. You couldn't even enjoy 5 minutes on the beach without someone pressuring you for a massage or a sangria or something. So
yeah, Paris had some very mild ones, but nobody was like in your face. I think Paris was just what one is standing out to me? I mean, they had like the people selling like the light up Eiffel Towers, but they didn't come try to approach you. There was just
it was more like goods being sold, not people like actually
umbrellas
you.
when it's raining outside the Louvre. Yeah,
right. But this one is more specific, and we'll throw in a clip from us in Lisbon where a guy was very aggressive trying to give us the bracelets, and they basically just put them on your wrist. So Lisbon, that happened. I can't remember if that happened in Barcelona.
No, Barcelona was just like people on the beach.
Yeah, but nothing is free. It's just another reminder. Nothing is free.
Yep.
Unless you're at a hotel in Prague and you get the awesome guy who gave us free beers, but that was an exception.
That's true. And if you are out trying to put bracelets on people at tourist sites, like, get a real job. Literally, you're probably getting what, like, I don't know.
Yeah,
you can't be getting more than a few euros a day. Like, you could spend that money doing just drive Uber. You know, you're in a touristy city instead of like going and trying to sell bracelets with all your mates and like pulling your money at the end of the day and being like a, you know. I'm not in the greatest mood right now, and I hate people that do this. So.
I also hate, hold on, let me, this looks like a bit. Okay, something that is really upset us both is when we were coming in here, we had already gotten approached once, but then we saw a guy put a bracelet on a child, on a kid, and his dad kept saying no, 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 and you know, the little kid had the bracelet on, so it's like, don't target kids. That really just put me off. So it's, yeah, it's hard. We're still gonna enjoy our time. We're still very lucky, you know. We love our life, but these moments are very frustrating, especially because we've been there, done that, and don't like to see it happen, especially to kids.
Right. Nothing like a nice muddy park.
I know. I mean, I'm fine because I got my docs. I feel bad for you because you have your Maltese.
It's all right. They've come a long way with me.
They have.
They've held up. Oh, would you look at that? It's been a while since we've had a Lauren photography counter, but we're now up to 9. I actually think this is a fairly impressive archway. It sort of feels like the Arc de Triomphe and Brandenburg Gate have like merged, because it kind of has that, I think I said when we were in Germany, you know, the Brandenburg Gate kind of had like a Roman feel to it. And so this like has the, you know, the columns, the pillars. And then obviously the arch is very Arc de Triomphe like. So you merge them together and you have this.
Okay, so we're at a little cafe and we have cannoli and then whatever this is, and we're getting 2 cappuccinos. A cappuccino is €1.40.
How much was a cappuccino at Starbucks in Bern?
9 francs. Like, yeah, 9 francs. Sorry, I thought that was ours. Granted, it's Switzerland, but 9 francs is something like $12. So I'm gonna be drinking coffee like 5 times a day here. It's amazing. I cannot believe it. It's been a couple hours since we were at the little cafe and we've just been wandering around, going into a few shops here and there to kill some time because we have a really cool place that we're going for dinner tonight. It's the home of the spinning pizza. That thing got actually like caught in my fingers. I was like, I felt very special about it. Like, okay. That was cool. Would I come here for the food? Just the food? Probably not.
I mean, there's no way someone would come here probably not knowing that was going to happen, but it would be amazing if people just came here like, oh, just a pizza place, hop in, have no clue what's coming, and then boom, lights go off, music starts, they come out and do that. Like, that would be the ideal scenario. So obviously anybody watching this video, that could never happen, but yeah. Okay, so we are back at the hotel. We have done a bit of exploring that we didn't really film, you know, nothing too noteworthy to put in here. And sometimes it's good to just kind of explore the city a bit and not have the phone out constantly.
Yeah.
But really the primary focus of today has been, well, two things. It's been kind of catching up, obviously. It's one of those times where we catch up on laundry and other stuff. And the second thing has been doing something that we have not done this entire trip, but I'll maybe let you explain a bit.
Yeah, we learned our lesson yesterday by not booking things ahead of time. And you would think that, you know, we would have learned this by now because we're on 2.5 months of travel. So what we did is we've booked everything throughout the next month. So we are booked the rest of Italy to Greece. It feels good, but believe it or not, that does take a long time vetting different hostels and hotels and activities.
Transportation. Yeah, it took several hours, but we are very glad that we did it. We can rest easy knowing that the big places in Rome, for example, that, you know, we would hate to miss. Now we don't have to worry that we're missing them because we have tickets booked, because we know exactly what day we will be there. Whereas before it was like, you know, how do you book something a few months in advance or even a few weeks in advance when your plans could change, when accommodation might fall through, when transportation might put you somewhere later. So
yeah. And I just want to emphasize too, Rome is one of the bigger places on our list. So we have all that stuff booked. It's so nice to know we'll be able to do all these amazing things. Also in Greece, you know, in Athens, we've got all those big things planned. Flights we have booked, so everything. So that takes off a lot of pressure. And tomorrow we have another travel day. It's shorter though. But for the rest of the night, we're gonna go and get pasta, our first pasta here in Italy, and then just have an early night. And yeah.
You wouldn't think it was a very exhausting day because all you've seen so far is just us kind of here. But trust me, just sitting down for hours and having to, you know, check like, oh, transportation to this place, but then what station are we getting into? Is our accommodation within walking distance?
Looking through hundreds of reviews on hostels and hotels.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but
for
we're all
about
good.
8 different places.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So our trip we've seen it coming to an end, and we're gonna finish these last few weeks without the stress. We'll have stress day to day, like with, you know, other things like actually getting on the train. But as far as booking, we're done.
Yeah. And that's more for you guys to actually see us out exploring too.
Right.
When it's less of us like having to take time out to catch up on stuff. Now that we've gotten out ahead of it,
we're good to go.
We're good to go.
I just got stopped in my tracks because look at these. Look at those little chairs.
Little babies.
Wow. Yeah, like a newborn baby could fit in that, or like a little hamster or something. A guinea pig. That's guinea pig size. Like, wow. Okay.
What's sort of interesting to me is that we're in a very different situation than we've been in for a while. Well, I guess Germany, but most of the countries since we left France have just been like single city experiences, right? Luxembourg, Bruges in Belgium, Amsterdam in Netherlands, Prague in Czech Republic, Bern in Switzerland. So most of the time lately on this second half of the trip, when we go experience a city, that's sort of our taste of that culture and that country, which I know one city doesn't, you know, represent an entire country. But you know, basically just been dipping our toe into one city, and then we sort of leave the country after 3 or 4 days. Whereas here, like, we're just getting started in Italy. We still have Venice, we still have Florence, we still have Rome. So we're gonna be here for a while. So I keep reminding myself too that this is just like the first little step. We're just gonna be making our way down, making our way. Speaking of making our way, the following morning we made our way to the train station, preparing to leave Milan, but just have to say, quick note, Milan, best looking train station of anywhere else on this trip, no question. But nevertheless, it was time to leave Milan and head to the next very magical location that truly felt like Italy to us.
We made it. We're in Venice.
I can't believe that we're here doing this.
I saw it on TikTok. Okay, I admit.
Look how beautiful this area is.